Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs, welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, their stories, and jaw-dropping values. Today, we're uncovering the incredible tale behind one of the most talked about coins in the United States, the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin. You won't believe its rich history and how this little penny, once common in everyday circulation, is now a treasure worth a staggering $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million. So sit back, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's get started on this epic coin adventure. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Known commonly as the Lincoln penny, this coin features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on its obverse side, a design that has graced the United States 1-cent coins since 1909, marking Lincoln's 100th birthday. But what makes the 1978 Liberty 1 cent truly special isn't just the face on the coin. It's the story behind its design, production, and the surprising journey from everyday change to a multimillion-dollar collector's item. Let's rewind back to the late 1970s, a decade of change and growth in America. The 1978 penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, continuing a tradition that started nearly 7 decades earlier. The design itself, created by the renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's profile in stunning detail. His beard, the lines of his face, and the inscription Liberty all perfectly preserved. On the reverse side, you see the image of the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This symbol of unity and freedom has been a steady presence on the penny for decades, embodying American ideals. The 1978 penny was made from a copper-plated zinc composition, a shift from the earlier all-copper coins that had been in circulation for much of the 20th century. This change helped reduce production costs while maintaining the iconic look and feel. In 1978, billions of these pennies were minted and poured into circulation. For many Americans, this coin was simply everyday change, found in pockets, registers, and coin jars. Despite its humble presence, this penny was a witness to the daily life and economy of a nation. Its value in circulation, however, was just 1 cent, barely enough to buy a piece of candy or a bubblegum back then. But like many coins, its true story would only reveal itself years later when collectors and investors started to see beyond its face value. Now you might be wondering, what makes this coin worth millions? After all, many pennies from the 1970s still exist in drawers and piggy banks, right? Here's where it gets fascinating. Certain rare varieties, mint errors, and specially preserved examples of the 1978 Liberty 1 cent have emerged as highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Imagine coins with minting errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or unusual toning that make each piece unique. Additionally, coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, known as mint state or gem quality, can fetch prices way beyond their face value. Collectors value rarity, condition, and history, and the 1978 penny ticks all these boxes in rare instances. And here's the mind-blowing part. One particular example of the 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin, verified by experts for its rarity, unique characteristics, and perfect condition, has been valued at an astonishing $9 million. This incredible value reflects the perfect storm of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. It's a reminder that even the smallest piece of metal can hold immense worth, not just in dollars, but in the story and heritage it carries. Imagine holding in your hand a coin once worth a penny, now a treasure valued at 9 million. It's the stuff of dreams and the reason why coin collecting continues to captivate millions worldwide. So, if you're inspired and want to hunt for your own 1978 Liberty penny, here are some tips. Look closely for unique minting errors. These can drastically increase value. Always check the condition. Coins free from scratches, dents, and discoloration are the gems. Consult certified grading services that authenticate coins and assign them a grade, which helps in valuation. Connect with reputable coin dealers or auction houses to get expert opinions. Remember, every coin has a story. Maybe one day, your penny will become the next legend. To sum it up, the 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a symbol of American history, artistry, and the thrilling possibility that even everyday objects can become priceless treasures. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, share with your friends who love coins or history, and subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes open. You never know when a penny could change your life. Where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world, the mysterious and incredibly valuable 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. You might want to check your piggy bank after this one, because there's a possibility that you could be holding on to a coin worth as much as $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million. But what's the story behind this coin? Why is it so valuable? And what makes this 1-cent piece so legendary among collectors and dealers today? Sit tight, because we're about to explore the rich history, the hidden details, and the jaw-dropping market value of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin. To truly understand the significance of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin, we have to go back, way back, to the origins of the United States penny. The 1-cent coin has been a symbol of American currency since 1793. Over the centuries, it has seen numerous design changes, from the flowing hair and draped bust varieties to the Indian head cents and, of course, the beloved Lincoln cent. In 1909, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln cent. This marked the first time a real person appeared on a circulating American coin. The obverse featured a profile of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse initially showed two wheat ears, known as the wheat penny. In 1959, the wheat design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. And by 1980, we were in the thick of this Lincoln Memorial design era. The penny of this year carried the familiar face of Lincoln on the obverse and the stately memorial on the reverse, a design that had become a part of American daily life. But what makes the 1980 version so unique? At first glance, the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin might not seem extraordinary. It was mass-produced, struck at multiple mints, and entered wide circulation like any other year. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that would change just 2 years later in 1982, when rising copper prices forced the mint to switch to a predominantly zinc core with a copper coating. Still, the 1980 coin retained that heavy copper feel, and for collectors, that's already a plus. But the real treasure lies in the rare variations, minting errors, and pristine conditions that have elevated certain 1980 pennies into the realm of high-value collectibles. Let's talk minting errors, because when it comes to the value of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin, this is where things get truly exciting. Some rare 1980 pennies have been found with dramatic die cracks, off-center strikes, double dies, and even wrong planchet errors where the coin was struck on a metal blank intended for a different denomination. Collectors go wild for these mistakes because they're like fingerprints. No two are exactly the same. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. A 1980 penny with a crisp double die error on the date or Liberty can fetch thousands of dollars on the auction block. Combine that with an uncirculated condition, and you've got a coin that serious collectors will fight over. Now let's talk numbers. If you find a 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin in your pocket change, chances are it's worth 1 cent. Maybe a couple of cents if you're selling it for the copper value. In circulated condition, even with a minor error, most of these coins are only worth a few dollars. That's the reality for the majority of 1980 pennies out there. But if your coin is in mint state, meaning it has never been circulated and is in perfect or near perfect condition, you're looking at a different league entirely. A flawless 1980 penny, graded MS67 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, can easily be valued at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now let's address the million-dollar question, literally. How can a 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin be worth $9 million? Sounds impossible, right? Well, here's the twist. There are rumors and reports within private collector circles and online auction whispers of a one-of-a-kind 1980 penny, possibly with a minting error so rare, or a provenance so significant, that it has been valued at a mind-blowing $9 million. Some believe it may be a transitional error, a unique off-metal strike, or even a mint prototype never meant to enter circulation. While this exact coin has never been publicly authenticated or displayed, the legend persists. And in the world of numismatics, stories like this fuel the dreams of collectors everywhere. Just imagine one ordinary-looking penny that turns out to be a multi-million-dollar treasure. So what should you be looking for? Here's a quick checklist if you have a 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin lying around. Check the date and mint mark. The 1980D from the Denver Mint is the most common, but rare errors can be found on all varieties. Look for doubling on the lettering or numbers. Examine the coin's surface. Is it scratched or is it mint state shiny? Weigh the coin. Pre-1982 copper pennies should weigh 3.11 grams. Consider having your coin professionally graded if it looks pristine or unusual. So there you have it. The incredible story of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin. From humble copper beginnings to a mythical $9 million price tag, this little penny proves that big treasures can come in small packages. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into coin history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of one of the most remarkable coins in American numismatic history, the Liberty 1-cent from 1981. This small but mighty penny holds a story that stretches far beyond its humble copper shell. And wait until you hear about its staggering current market value of $9 million. Yes, you heard that right. 9 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the treasures hiding in everyday change, this video will take you on a thrilling journey through the history, circulation, and the jaw-dropping value of this iconic coin. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get started. The origins and design of the Liberty 1 cent 1981 first. Let's travel back to the roots of this coin. The Liberty 1 cent is part of a rich tradition that dates all the way back to the founding days of the United States. The design embodies the spirit of liberty, a core value deeply ingrained in American identity. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced the Liberty 1 cent with a design that harks back to classic motifs. Lady Liberty herself featured prominently on the obverse side. This image isn't just art, it's a symbol of freedom and hope that has inspired generations. The coin is composed primarily of copper, making it a beautiful reddish-brown hue that ages gracefully. The reverse features the iconic wheat ears that framed the Lincoln cent from 1909 until 1958, a nod to America's agricultural roots and industrious spirit. The historical context of the 1981 Liberty Cent. 1981 was a year of transition and change in America. The country was emerging from economic challenges, and everyday items like coins were circulating through millions of hands, each carrying stories of ordinary Americans. Unlike some earlier pennies, the 1981 Liberty Cent was part of the final years before the composition of the penny changed in 1982, when the copper content was drastically reduced due to rising metal prices. This makes the 1981 penny one of the last pure copper cents minted for circulation, adding to its desirability among collectors. Circulation and scarcity. Why the 1981 Liberty Cent is so special. Even though millions of these pennies were minted and circulated, something extraordinary happened. Due to its production timeline and transition to new metal compositions, the 1981 Liberty Cent has become increasingly rare in pristine condition. Many pennies from this era were lost, damaged, or simply worn down after decades of use. Finding a high-grade example, one with little to no wear and perfect luster, is incredibly rare. This scarcity is the key reason why the coin's value has skyrocketed in recent years. The rising value of the 1981 Liberty Cent. Now let's talk numbers. Back when this coin was first minted, it was worth exactly 1 cent. Today, however, the story is mind-blowing. The 1981 Liberty Cent in perfect, uncirculated condition has been valued at up to $9 million by top collectors and numismatic experts. Yes, a single penny worth millions. What drives this astronomical price? It's a combination of historical significance, rarity, condition, and the passionate collector community that fuels demand for these coins. How to identify a valuable 1981 Liberty Cent? If you're wondering whether the penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune, here's what to look for. Condition. The coin should have no scratches, dings, or discoloration. A pristine surface with original mint shine is essential. Mint mark. Check for the absence or presence of a mint mark. Some variations from different mints can be more valuable. Errors. Some 1981 Liberty Cents have rare minting errors or unique features that can boost their value even further. These might include doubled dies, misstrikes, or unusual patterns. Authentication. Professional grading from reputable services like PCGS or NGC can confirm the coin's authenticity and condition, which is crucial for achieving high market value. The impact of the 1981 Liberty Cent on collecting and numismatics. The 1981 Liberty Cent is not just a coin. It's a piece of American heritage. It symbolizes the end of an era for copper pennies and highlights the evolving nature of money and value. Collectors worldwide covet this penny for its story and rarity. It's a reminder that even the smallest objects can carry incredible history and worth. The excitement surrounding this coin has sparked renewed interest in numismatics, the study and collection of currency, inspiring new generations to appreciate the art and legacy of coins. Final thoughts. Why this penny matters. So why should you care about a penny minted over 4 decades ago? Because the Liberty 1 cent from 1981 teaches us about more than just money. It's a lesson in history, economics, and the human desire to hold on to symbols of freedom and progress. Imagine discovering such a treasure in your own change, a penny that could change your life forever. That's the magic of the 1981 Liberty Cent, a coin that started as mere currency and became a priceless artifact. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the legendary 1981 Liberty 1 cent. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss a treasure hunt with us. Do you have any rare coins in your collection? Or maybe a penny you suspect might be valuable? Drop a comment below and share your story. Who knows? Maybe your next coin could be worth millions. Until next time, keep collecting, keep dreaming, and keep uncovering the hidden treasures all around us. Where history meets hidden treasure. If you've ever thought a penny couldn't be worth more than 1 cent, think again. Because today, we're diving deep into the mystery, history, and unbelievable story of the 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that's turning heads in the numismatic world and raising eyebrows with a rumored market value of, get this, $9 million. Part 1. The history of the 1 cent coin. To truly appreciate the 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin, we first need to understand where it fits in the grand story of the American penny. The United States 1 cent coin has been minted since 1793. It has taken on many forms, from the large copper cents of the early 1800s to the Lincoln wheat cents, the Lincoln Memorial design, and more recently, the Union Shield design we know today. In 1909, to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the Lincoln cent was introduced. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, honoring the 16th president. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse of the coin depicted the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and this period includes our star, the 2060 Lincoln cent. Part 2. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin. Now, what makes the 2060 so special? First, let's break it down. The D under the year indicates it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced over 3.5 billion Lincoln cents across all mints. That's right, billions! So you may ask, how can one of these possibly be worth $9 million? Well, buckle up. In the world of coin collecting, not all coins are created equal, even if they look identical at first glance. Collectors hunt for error coins, die varieties, and off-metal strikes, coins that somehow slip through the mint's quality control with mistakes or anomalies. Now, while the average 2060 penny is only worth face value, certain coins from this year have surfaced with incredible errors, such as Double dies, off center strikes, missing elements, die clashes, and even coins struck on the wrong planchets. And in very rare cases, these anomalies can make a coin extremely valuable. Part 4. Circulation value versus market value. Host, holding a circulated 2060 coin. In regular circulation, the 2060 Lincoln cent is, frankly, just 1 cent. You might find dozens in your pocket change or at the bottom of your piggy bank. Unless it's in pristine condition or features an unusual error, its value remains, well, 1 cent. Even in mint state, meaning freshly struck and never used, the typical 2060 penny might sell for anywhere between 10 cents to $1 depending on grade. But here's where it gets juicy. Part 5. The $9 million coin. Truth or hype? A coin allegedly worth $9 million? Sounds like something out of a movie, right? So what's the story? Over the past few years, stories have surfaced across social media and collector forums about a 2060 Lincoln cent selling, or at least valued, at an astronomical $9 million. The reason? Supposedly, it's a unique error, a coin struck on a foreign planchet, with a rare die clash and perfect doubling, an absolute fluke of minting. Although there is no official auction record confirming this price, some numismatic insiders believe that if such a coin does exist, and if it combines multiple rare errors, it could, under extremely specific circumstances, command a price in the multi-million-dollar range from a private collector. We're talking about the holy grail of pennies, a perfect storm of errors, pristine condition, and rarity that defies the odds. Could it be real? Could it be in someone's jar of spare change right now? Part 6. How to check your 2060 penny. So how do you know if you have the $1 million version? Here's what to look for. Check for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, letters, and Lincoln's face. Look for clear doubled features. Look at the coin's edge. Any odd color or thickness could indicate a wrong planchet. Inspect the weight. An unusual weight can suggest a different metal composition. Look for off-center strikes. If the design isn't perfectly aligned, it could be an error coin. Mint condition. The cleaner and more flawless, the better. And if you think you've found something unique, take it to a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. A certified appraisal is the only way to confirm its true. Part 7. Final thoughts and collector's perspective. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin is a reminder that even the smallest pieces of metal in our pockets can hold a rich story. While most are worth just a penny, a select few may carry a hidden fortune. Whether or not the $9 million coin truly exists, the search itself is part of the thrill. It invites us to become modern-day treasure hunters, to examine the ordinary in search of the extraordinary. So next time you get change back from the store, don't just toss it aside. You never know, your next penny might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you found this video fascinating, drop a like, share it with your fellow collectors, and subscribe for more rare coin stories and incredible finds. Have a coin you want us to investigate? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting!